Welcome to the Bridgepoint Systems Sales Management Training for owners and managers. This training is designed to help you increase your add-on sales and have your technicians happy about it. Let's look at why this is important to increase your add-on sales. From personal experience, I can tell you that it makes all the difference. There are lots of studies and statistics about just how much money and effort it takes to create new business. Suffice it to say that it is very expensive. Think about it. If you make an extra $100 in profit for selling a service while you're in the home, most of it drops right to your bottom line. Sure, there are actual costs of doing the job and paying the technician, but beyond that, there's no extra marketing and advertising expense. No gas money, no paying the technicians for travel time. That part is already done once you're in the home. Let me give you some numbers that show how adding extra revenue without adding expenses multiplies your profit. Every company has fixed and variable expenses. Fixed expenses are the ones that you have to pay whether you're doing business or not. Truck payments, insurance, rent, phone, etc. Variable expenses. These are the expenses that happen when you're actually working, like gas, tires, labor, chemical, and more. So when you combine your fixed and variable expenses, that becomes the line that you must exceed to make a profit. It's also called your break-even point. Above that line is the profit area. For the sake of argument, let's say that you can cover all of your expenses with your daily cleaning production, but you'll need to do quite a bit more carpet cleaning to make a decent profit. Scenario number one is the average month with $15,000 in revenue. Let's say that 50% of that amount is in fixed expense and 30% is in variable expense. You can see that your profit for that month is only $3,000, hardly enough to provide the kind of life you want. So you need to make more, obviously. Scenario number two shows what happens when you add $5,000 in revenue to get $20,000, but you do it by more advertising, more marketing, etc. So the additional revenue is subject to your normal variable expense ratio. Now it's great to have, and your profit goes up considerably. Look at this. The revenue is $20,000. Now your fixed expenses stay at $7,500 because they're fixed. The variable expense still at 30% at $6,000, and your break even is $13,500. So subtract that from your $20,000, you have a nice profit of $6,500. That feels pretty good. But let's look at scenario number three. This shows what happens if you get an additional $5,000 in revenue through add-on sales. While your fixed expenses remain the same, your variable expenses are a fraction of the normal percentage because you eliminate travel time, gas, tire wear, etc. Your profits increase by $2,000 on the same amount of revenue. Okay, let's look at those numbers again. $5,000 in add-on sales to get you to $20,000 in revenue. The fixed expense is $7,500. That stays the same. The variable expense, now instead of 30%, it's 20% at $4,000, and your break-even went down by $2,000 to $11,500. Your profit is now a handsome $8,500. See, it makes a difference how you obtain that extra revenue. Add-on sales is simply more profitable. I hope this helps you understand why add-on sales are the most profitable dollars you can produce. The reason is that there is very little cost to produce these sales. So how much money is available from add-on sales? Let's take Carpet Protector for instance. Take a look at these numbers. If you do carpet cleaning for $285 and you sell Maximum Carpet Protector for $160, you're going to have a cost of protector at about $30. You'll probably pay your commission in the neighborhood of $32 to process the work and a sales commission. You'll have a profit on the protector of $98. Now the time to apply that much protector is about 20 minutes. So your profit is $294 per hour. Compare that to how long it takes you to produce $294 from carpet cleaning. Big difference. Here's another example. Cleaning a sofa and love seat while you're already in the home for carpet cleaning. Okay, so you do the upholstery cleaning of a sofa and love seat for about $212. The cost to produce that in chemical is about $8. the commissions to the technician about $42, so your profit is $162, and the time to produce that work approximately 60 minutes. So your profit per hour is about $162, and that is just not bad. When there's no travel time and no gas money, this really makes a big difference in your bottom line. So you can make similar assumptions and calculations for many other services. One thing that is sure, you will come to the conclusion that add-on sales are the way to go. Now let me give you another reason. When your techs are generating add-ons, there is very little additional cost attached, so you can afford to pay them a good commission for generating these sales. In addition, nobody wants to spend a lot of unproductive time in the van when they can be working and earning extra money. Plus, it's fun to succeed. The technicians want to have a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment, and add-on sales can really make a difference for them. So ask yourself what you want your company to be. Add-on sales will make your company more profitable, stable, and easier to run. So let's look at how to make add-on sales sustainable, or, in other words, part of your culture. To make sales part of your culture, you need a long-term commitment. You can never let up. Let me repeat, you can never let up. If you let up, your techs will let up. They'll get lazy, forgetful, or display other expensive flaws. You need a great system of the following: training, compensation, and motivation. Let's see how this is done. Let's talk about technical training. Bridgepoint makes excellent training available, whether online or in the classroom of our distributors. Just be sure that your technicians are technically competent. No amount of sales ability will make up for poor work. Next, let's talk about sales training. You can use the online sales training on this site or show your techs how the sales are done, including the video commercials. Then do role-playing and practice sessions with them. Then insist that they practice on their own. Then repeat the role-playing until every one of your techs are smooth and comfortable with the process. This may feel painful, but it's absolutely necessary. Let's talk about compensation now. You'll need to create a compensation system that makes it worthwhile for the technicians to make the effort to sell for you. I can't tell you exactly what that is, but it needs to be above their normal compensation. Keep in mind that you can afford to pay a little bit more than normal because the cost of producing the work is less than your everyday job. Think in terms of normal pay for processing the work plus 10% for selling it. It's important how you pay your technicians. Make sure that the extra pay that they earn is carved out of their paycheck. Don't just make it a lump sum with their normal pay. They need to see every payday how they've succeeded at add-on sales. Now we come to the most important component of the plan, motivation. Of course, the compensation plan will provide some motivation, but it is not enough. You need much more. Now remember how I told you that you can never let up? You need to hold a morning meeting each and every morning of every business day. This is where you can do your training and your motivation. Here's how you do it. 20 to 30 minutes per day. So your technicians need to come in to work in time to spend 30 minutes in the morning meeting. 10 minutes doesn't seem like much time to spend on training, but consider how many topics you can train on in 10 minutes. Each section of the sales training video will take 10 minutes or less. You can train on many aspects of technical training as well. And then one day per week you may wish to lengthen the training period by an additional 10 minutes to handle topics that take a little longer. So training is most effective if you assign one of your technicians to lead the training discussion. He needs to study and perfect the topic before he can train the others. Okay guys, here's where the motivation happens. I recommend that you do this on a whiteboard with the teams reporting verbally while you write on the board. The reason? Sales numbers tend to be more meaningful if the person has to calculate them and report them verbally. Why specify protector sales separately? Simply because it is a category that brings the most amount of money in the least amount of time. It's worth a little extra attention. Let's talk about the spirit of competition. This technique of writing on the whiteboard engenders a spirit of competition that motivates your technicians without you having to criticize or belittle. This works whether you use 1 or 2-man teams. Now just ask yourself, how does the team in first place feel? Well, they feel great. They feel like, let's go get it again today. How does the team in second place feel? They're thinking, rats, we just missed the top spot. Let's be sure we get it today. Each team will automatically be more disappointed the further down the list they find themselves. The team on the bottom absolutely does not want to have the dubious honor of 2 days in a row. Now let's take a close look at the recognition factor. It shows up as one of the most important factors in a person's job satisfaction, even more than money. So let's be sure to celebrate the victories of the successful technicians. Being on top of the heap in the morning meetings is a great start, but you can add to the effect and get even more traction by holding periodic contests. The most protector sales, the most upholstery cleaning, the most groomers sold, the rugs, etc. The prizes can be simple. They're already getting cash for their sales, so consider movie tickets, gift cards, restaurant meals, etc. If you really want to make an impact, include the spouse. Give a prize that she'll like and inform her that that's part of the contest. When I ran my cleaning company, we had a weekly award called the Screw Up Award. It was a funny traveling trophy for the worst thing that happened during the week. Now you have to be careful on how you do this. It has to be by nomination of the techs. You as the owner or manager cannot make any nominations, but you need to be in the running to be nominated so that occasionally the techs can give you a little jab. Now I promise you that if you will run this program and stick to it, you will make much more money than you thought possible out of residential cleaning. Here are the important points. Make it part of your culture. Conduct consistent training. Have a lucrative compensation plan. Track the sales and make reporting visible. Celebrate success and have fun. Another promise is that both you and your techs will love the process. You will make more money and you will have fun doing it. Now go out there and make some money, guys. Good luck.